Hi everyone, and welcome to my new YouTube channel, Mental Health and Manifestation, where I'm going to be talking about all things related to mental health, especially neurodivergence, and how the concept of manifestation, manifesting what you want in your life, and kind of bringing in a little bit of a spiritual element. So I'm really excited. And today for my first video, I just want to tell a little story about how I came up with the name for my business, which is Lotus Counseling and Coaching. I've just really always loved that symbolism of the lotus flower. And maybe you've heard of the saying, no mud, no lotus, which comes from the Buddhist tradition, and what it means, from my understanding, is that when a lotus flower grows, it grows kind of from the bottom of a pond or a lake and grows up through the mud and the muck that might be like in a swampy location, and so it has to make a lot of effort to get to the surface, where then it can bloom when it gets up more towards the surface in the sunlight. And I really like that concept, and something that I work with a lot of my clients on is the stories that we tell ourselves about where we are in life and how that really makes a difference in where we end up. So, imagining that you are that lotus flower and you're moving through life through the mud and the muck and those really hard experiences that we go through sometimes. If that lotus flower, or you tell yourself a story about what that means in your life, and maybe give that a negative meaning, like, oh, okay, I'm stuck here. This is what my whole existence is going to be, making that assumption that just because you're in that state in that moment, that's where you always will be, which is how it can feel sometimes when we're in situations that we really can't see a way out of. It can feel like we're really stuck, and we can make a lot of negative meaning out of that within ourselves. But if we were able to change that meaning and to realize, okay, wait a second, this is just a part of my story. I'm not stuck here. I know that eventually, I know where I'm going. I'm going to the top. I'm going to the surface. I'm going to the light, where I will then bloom. And that will be another part of my story. And if I choose to, I can stay in that aspect of my story. But this part that I'm in right now, where it's very muddy and hard to see, that doesn't have to be where I stay. It's just part of the story that I'm in right now. And that can be really life-changing, to shift things and seeing it as the trajectory of your life, instead of, ooh, I'm in this really awful place right now and I'm probably gonna stay here. So we all have the power to shift the stories that we tell ourselves about where we are in life. It might not be easy. You might not see the way out right in that moment. But if you assume that trajectory is there, that you are headed towards the surface, you'll get there. You just have to maintain that assumption. So that's all for today. I hope to be making some more videos to kind of talk about mental health issues, as well as that concept of manifesting what we want in life and the connection there. So I will see you next time.